tired of this. Like, oh, I've been going through this for so long. You cheated on me more than 8 times, bro.
I did not.
Have you ever experienced love that hurts so bad, but it feels so good at the same time? Just hearing your lover beg you to stay kinda turns you on.
Like, just let me get my shoes and go.
Loyalty feels like it's disappearing from modern relationship. The second boredom creeps in, some women start looking for someone new. Today, we're reacting to modern women getting caught cheating in some of the wildest ways imaginable. So hit subscribe, and let's jump straight into it.
To do with this? Like, what was your intention behind this? I'm not putting this on our door.
No, you're gonna put that in your new apartment or wherever the hell you're gonna live. Yeah, so what you'll do is you'll grab some nails and a hammer, and if you're good at it, maybe find a stud behind the wall or something. You'll take the nail, put it on the wall, tap it in with the hammer.
But why would
and
I
then
hang
you take this.
up?
Then you take this. No, you're not listening to me. Then you'll take this and you'll just hang it up.
But I'm not a cheater.
That way, when you have visitors,
I don't understand why
everybody
you
knows.
me. But I didn't cheat.
You've been cheating. That's the whole point of this. You think I'd go through all of this if I wasn't sure?
This is so extra.
Yeah, it really is, and honestly, I don't care.
Honest to God, though, like, fine, whatever. I have a Tinder. I don't even know how you found this. Like,
I told you I looked it up on Tinder.
I didn't intend for you to find that at all. And, like, I don't want to leave you.
I want you to leave me. That's the point. Yeah. I don't know if you got that or not. Oh, I've said it. This will be the third time I've said it now. I don't care.
I know, but we have kids. We can't just stay together for the kids.
I don't care if we have kids. You cheated on me.
Right, but they need both their parents in the same house.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do.
No, I'll be perfectly fine taking care of them.
You?
Yeah, me.
I don't know why you would think you would get the kids.
Oh, the evidence is stacked against you, honey. There's a lot more than just this Tinder.
The judge always tends to side with the mom, so good luck trying to take.
All right. Well, I've been building this case for me for a long time now. So there's gonna be a little bit more than this Tinder that's gonna be popping up. So
take this stupid ass.
You've got to love how calmly he explains that once someone earns the cheater label, there's no taking it back. You couldn't stay faithful for the sake of your children, but now you expect him to forgive everything and stay because of those same kids? That logic just doesn't add up. Enjoy settling into your new place.
So you're cheating on Tinder because you thought I was cheating?
I know you are.
I'm not even cheating.
Yeah, you are, and you're doing it in person. I'm just doing it on an app, so what's the difference?
You think you can justify you thinking I'm cheating by you actually cheating?
I know you are.
Sleep with other men. Just pulled up to Hannah's house and we're about to go back and confront her again because what? She's trying to sue us.
Hey, Hannah.
But guess what, bro? We're homies now, so
exactly.
That's all I'm saying. That was good.
You're gonna get sued extra for this.
I don't care. She can't really sue.
She cheated on both of us.
It's not even defamation, bro.
And she's cheating on one more dude. The dude doesn't even know too. Hey, Hannah.
No, I'm gonna file for
Hey, Hannah.
Get off my property, please.
No, the season is this. Don't work.
I know they're so mad it was spring break, so I don't really know what you care about.
You cheated on both of us, and you were active on Tinder.
If one food could describe you, it'd be an Arby's sandwich.
That means you roast beef.
Don't worry.
While you were dating both of us?
For defamation.
Sue us.
I'm suing for defamation.
Sue us.
And you can please.
We're gonna counteract because
Okay,
you're a whore.
You can't sue us for defamation. Call the cops because you can't sue us. And I'm not getting off your property because technically, you know, they're my family too. We're still married.
Wow. Becoming friends with the man she cheated with has to be one of the boldest confrontations imaginable. And seeing all the guys laughing, filming it, and backing each other up, you just know those friendships are going to last.
I'm 27. Are you single?
I am currently single, yeah.
Why do you think you're single at this stage in your life right now?
I think the dating market right now is plunged for men. Going out of my way to do certain things for certain women, the respect that they show in return is absolutely disrespectful. They make it seem as if like I'm no one to them, as if I'm a bug and I get brushed off. And unfortunately, I did manage to get myself wrapped up in a case, which a lot of men are afraid of. And I think that there's a lot of truth in what men say, but people don't look at them as the victim in society. Everyone on social media blame men for a lot of things, and they call them certain things that are very unfortunate, when in reality they are good men. I think that has a lot to do with why I'm single. I think by heart I am a good man, but the circumstances that the women bring to my table are very rude.
So why do you think modern women don't value the relationships with men as much as they used to?
because I think they can get replaced easily now. Women want to be men so bad that men aren't really interested in getting with another man, really. I know it's a female at the end of the day, but my point is the behaviors they show is usually the behaviors a man would show when leading. It just seems like the ick when it comes down to doing a certain thing that they would want, but they would be viewed as you're controlling and you're no longer someone that I would want to be in a relationship with. Bro, DMs are going on for hours for certain girls. Are even average. You know, an average Joe, he's not going to get a DM for his life. And I wouldn't consider myself an average man, but I do have men that are my friends that are average in terms of looks or their job. They don't have a status base where they can really flaunt. And to them, they're invisible. But this is me, I guess, giving me the chance I can say something for.
For 5 years, he believed he knew his wife. They had built a home together, shared responsibilities, celebrated birthdays, and planned their future. Then one discovery changed everything. Her husband never expected to find evidence of another relationship on a dating app. But when he discovered that his wife had been using Tinder while they were still married, the trust he had spent
and she was messing around with someone else, and then she ended up getting pregnant, and then like I found out deployed, and then it made all this drama. And
But she got pregnant while she was married to you?
While I was deployed.
So sorry.
Like, I think back to, like, I was in Afghanistan and, like, I wasn't allowed to be alone anymore. I was in this weird daze for so long.
Because they were worried about you?
Well, because, you know, that's like that typical story, right? You get deployed, you're in a combat zone, and then something horrible happens back home, and then, you know,
I feel like
you know what happens to military people when distress gets high, and, you know, those rates are high, and so.
How did you find out about her?
I found out from her initially. She, like, texted me, and she was like...
She texted you that she was pregnant?
She basically went into detail about what happened, and she's like, you're probably going to hear about it, because it had already spread back in the States, but everyone was like, don't tell Dudley, like, we got to figure out how to tell him, because it's like this big thing when you're deployed, like, mental health is a huge thing in the military.
Yeah.
I knew people that, took their own life. You know, it's a normal thing.
And was it somebody that you knew?
It was multiple people.
She didn't know who.
She didn't know who the dad was.
5 years building suddenly collapsed. At first, he couldn't believe what he was seeing. The profile appeared to belong to his wife. The photos were recent. The information matched. And there were conversations that suggested she wasn't simply browsing the app out of curiosity. She was talking to other people. For the husband, the most painful part...
Lady got stranded at the airport. She left her husband to move in with another man, and the man never picked her up.
Wow, this was crazy.
Now you done packed all your stuff to go to the airport, and that man didn't even pick you up. Now you right back home. Now you done came right back home.
That is not funny. Get that
It's
fucking
not funny.
camera on my
What you mean it ain't funny? You thought the man was gonna pick you up. Now you look at that. He done kicked you out. He didn't even come to the airport and get you.
supposed to be picking you up?
I don't even know what he's talking about. I was about to
Why you got all this stuff? Like, this is about
on a vacation.
This is like 10
that's all I was
suitcases.
doing. You always trying to start shit like
Vacation.
Why
You
you
pay-
moving out?
That's everything. That's everything. Ain't no damn vacation. That's everything you own.
Little weekend vacation. That's all I was doing.
Weekend.
Yes, a weekend.
These in the bag.
These are weekend bags.
All this for the weekend.
You know I'm so sick of your money. I'm so sick of you.
There you go.
What?
Take this back to the airport.
Take it back to the airport.
Take all this back to the airport and see if he's gonna pick you up. They ain't finna let you
You
back
see
in.
I have my granddaughter out here. You gonna try to put me out?
Nah, I get her. You just get your stuff. You know, we'll say bye.
Are
Say
you
bye
serious?
to grandmama. Yeah, we're gonna say bye. Bye, grandmama. Yeah, you take that stuff back to the airport, and we'll see you later.
I know you lying.
No, I'm cupid. Bye bye.
I know you better not let that garage door down on me. I know you better not let me out this house.
It wasn't just the dating app. It was realizing that this had apparently been happening behind his back while he believed their marriage was still intact. He confronted her. At first, she tried to explain the situation. She claimed,
I have an announcement to make. Oh, you like the food?
Mm-hmm.
Good. We are getting a divorce.
What? What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, we're getting a divorce. I found Brittany's Tinder profile.
Are you seriously doing this at Thanksgiving dinner?
I am.
I never liked this.
Yep.
I told you not to marry her. You need to leave. Okay, she's gone. I didn't drive here. You drove me here. Did I not say don't marry her?
You can go get an Uber.
Wow.
Have fun.
Fuck you all. Fuck you, Brittany.
You like the food? Good. We are getting a divorce.
What?
Divorce. I found Brittany's Tinder profile.
Are you seriously doing this? You need to leave. Okay, she's gone. I didn't drive here. You drove. Fuck you, Brittany.
I cheated on my ex-husband. I went on a very deep journey of self-discovery and healing because, quite honestly, I thought I was broken and I needed to be fixed. And what I discovered on this journey, which blew my mind, was that the things that I longed for in a relationship, I longed to feel seen, I longed to feel heard, I longed to feel understood, I longed to be wanted from my heart. I was the one that was standing in the way of what I really truly desired. Why? Because being seen, being understood, being loved for your heart is really freaking vulnerable. And in order to have that kind of love, you have to be willing to show the most vulnerable parts of yourself. You have to be willing to talk about how you feel. You have to be willing to show up when the relationship gets difficult. You have to be willing to say when things don't feel good. You have to be willing to hear when your partner also doesn't feel good. And those things are so much harder than just doing surface level love. They are so much harder than just organising the school run or planning the house extension or planning the wedding or going through the motions of every day, which so many of us do. But I know that for so many women who have cheated, there is a part of them that is craving that deep intimacy. And intimacy is into me, you see. They're craving that. And unfortunately, they've just gone looking for something that feels maybe just slightly like it in the wrong place. And that isn't a justification, but that is a deeper understanding of how and why we find ourselves in situations that don't make sense to our minds. When we have all the things that we wanted on paper, and yet there is something still missing. And I can tell you now, from so many of the clients that I work with and in my own experience, the thing that is missing is the safety inside of yourself to allow yourself to truly be seen. Because when you can create that, you get to experience the deepest love that you could ever imagine.
The account wasn't as serious as it appeared and attempted to explain why she had been using the platform. But the husband had already seen enough to know that something was seriously wrong. He asked one question: why were you on Tinder if we were married? There was no easy answer. The conversation quickly turned.
This mommy was basically explaining how she was obviously in a relationship. She has 3 kids with the broer, 5 kids in total. Right?
She got 5 kids.
She's got 5 kids in total. Right.
And then 3 kids with the broer that she's with right now.
3 kids with the broer that she's with right now.
Okay.
And she cheated on this guy that she has 3 kids with the ex. Right.
That's why. This is why guys don't want to be with girls that have children, because you know that the baby father always has access, bro.
Let me tell you another crazy thing is that the sex sent her to the ER.
Wait, what?
Right.
The sex with the ex.
Yeah, with the ex. Because she was like, yo, this nigga, there was some sort of conflict between her and the man.
Yeah.
Right? And she was like, you know what? Forget you. I'm going to go to my ex. Right? And she had sex.
That's
and
crazy.
Sent her to the ER. She was bleeding. Apparently it was too big.
I'm tired of this. Like, I've been going through this for so long. You cheated on me more than 8 times, bro.
I did not.
Have you ever experienced love that hurts so bad, but it feels so good at the same time? Just hearing your lover beg you to stay kinda turns you on.
Like, just let me get my shoes and go.
Curious if my ex was cheating on me, so I concocted a strategy and a plan to figure out what was going on. I had found Tinder on her phone, but she always told me, don't go through my phone, that's an invasion of privacy. And I said, understandable, I'm sorry, maybe I misread the app. Maybe my brain has dyslomia, dyslexia, something's wrong. I didn't realize what's going to happen here. And she said, yeah, you didn't see Tinder on there, there was nothing going on. So I made a Tinder myself. I made a Tinder on my web browser of a man that was her perfect dream dude. Figured everything out, made sure everything was all good, used my phone number for everything. And she ended up matching with the man because I made sure it was somebody that she would actually go for. And by all means, she was saying that she was going to do crazy stuff, all this nonsense, all this crazy stuff. But I said that I was actually visiting and I'm going back to Miami. Now, naturally, from Detroit to Miami, that's a really big plane ride. And by all means, one night in the middle of the night, I catch her packing stuff. She packing everything. On the same day that the guy is actually leaving to Miami, I said, what's going on? What's happening? She said, oh, nothing. I'm just getting anything ready. I said, get anything for what? She said, I'm going to go to my mom's house for a few days because I don't want to be with you. I said, understandable. That's fair. Sorting things out, figuring things out. Understandable. We got a lease together. It's $2,000 in rent here. Understandable. I'll deal with it myself. And naturally, I had enough money to deal with this. But I was curious what she was going to do with her next move was. She said, yeah, I'm just not feeling it. I was going to just leave and you wake up to me, but sorry you have to find out this way. I hope you find somebody. I would never betray you. I feel like it would be easier to do this. Now, she had been sending crazy messages. She sent a video of her doing nonsense stuff to a Snapchat that I'd also created. And by all means, she flew to Miami. And I made sure she was in Miami. I gave her false location screenshots from Google Maps, figuring out where she was, and had her go on an entire goose chase, a wild goose chase, to find this man who didn't exist. Then I blocked her promptly. 2 weeks passed after this event, and she is at her mom's house. That's the truth. She was at her mom's house. And I called her mom and said, hey, is she okay? Is everything good? She's freaking out. She's having a horrible time. She lost her job. She lost everything. She lost her will to exist and continue. She took her vacation days and went too far with them. It was a bit nuts. She did a bunch of no-call, no-shows, thinking she was going to start a whole new life with this guy in Miami, when she could have just been honest. First off, don't ever cheat on me. Just want to tell you that right now. And don't do anything psychotic in that variety. If you don't want to be with somebody, just leave them or talk to them about it or try to work through it, especially if it can be easily avoided.
And emotional. 5 years of memories were suddenly being viewed through a completely different lens. The husband began questioning how long the situation had been going on, whether other people were involved, and whether anything he had been told during the marriage was actually true. Eventually, he made a decision. He wanted a divorce. That decision wasn't made in the middle of a shouting match. According to the story, he had time to think about what he wanted and what kind of relationship he was willing to accept in the future. For him, the biggest issue was trust. He believes marriage required honesty and commitment. Once he discovered that his wife had been presenting herself as available on a dating platform, he no longer felt confident that those foundations existed. The couple began discussing the practical consequences of ending their marriage. There were conversations about living arrangements, finances, personal belongings, and the legal process involved in separating.
The second husband?
Yeah.
Why is that?
He made me become vegan.
That's a good reason.
And then
Forced.
yeah, he said if I wasn't vegan, he wouldn't be with me.
Wait, was this before or after the marriage?
During. And then I went to the academy for my new job. He made me feel bad for being there and trying to make new friends.
Well, of course he doesn't want you to make new friends.
While I was done at the academy, I met my current boyfriend there.
Called it. So you met your current boyfriend while you were still married.
Yes. So this time things actually did happen during my marriage.
So you're cheating. So this is why you said.
Yeah.
So you were cheating?
I was cheating. I cheated. Yes.
Not good.
So
did you tell your husband like immediately, or did
yeah, when I got home.
How did he handle it?
Not well. He drank like a whole bunch, fell down the stairs. He was fine with me going to the academy. He was more concerned that I was going to eat meat while I was there.
Most of the concerns turned out to be justified. She definitely wasn't sticking to the story she was telling. Then she tried to defend her actions by pointing out
their lives. And that is where the reality of divorce became much more complicated than simply saying, we're done. A relationship can end in a single conversation, but separating two lives that have been connected for 5 years can take much longer. The husband also had to decide how he wanted to handle the situation publicly. Instead of turning the breakup into a social media battle, he chose to focus on moving forward. The discovery had hurt him deep.